Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. In today's video, I'm going to be trying out a polygel kit from Amazon, and the name of this brand is called Burano. So I'm just going to be doing an unboxing so that y'all can see all of the items that came in this kit. So my first impression of the box is that it is pretty basic, just a brown box. Usually when I get a polygel kit, the boxes are gorgeous. Even if it's plain, it's still nice, but this is just a basic box. So anyway, in the box we get some instructions, and next we get a 6-watt nail lamp, and these 6-watt nail lamps are pretty weak, so I do not use these nail lamps when I am curing my polygel. We also get a USB cord. Next we get some dual forms, and I am interested in trying out dual forms, so in this video I will be trying that out. We also get a 100/180 grit hand file, some sip solution, a base coat and top coat, and a polygel brush and picker. We also get 6 tubes of polygel, each of them are 15 grams. And I'm just going to be showing you guys one of the tubes right here. The numbering assigned to each of the polygels are on the cover, which I didn't really like since you can mix up a cover with another. So I really didn't like that, but each of the polygels came sealed. So I'm just going to be swatching each of the polygels so that y'all can see the beautiful colors that I got. So if you're interested in purchasing this polygel kit, I will leave a link in the description below. It costs $20. So let's get into the nail tutorial. I'm using dual forms, so I'm just sizing them out right here. And when you're using dual forms, you have to make sure that the dual forms fit you exact, or it could be a tiny bit smaller. I wouldn't really suggest going bigger because you would have to file down a lot of the polygel, especially on the sides and the cuticle area if so. However, if the dual form is a tad bit smaller, not too small, but a little smaller than your natural nails, you can build it up a little. However, it depends on the individual and how versed they are with dual forms, because some people, I assume, would use a larger dual form and just file it down. So it just depends on the individual. So yes, I'm just finding my dual form sizes right here, and these dual forms are really curved. I don't know if I like how curved these dual forms are, but I was really excited to try using dual forms to apply my polygel. This would be my second time doing this. I probably did it about 4 or 5 years ago. The nails turned out okay, but I'm interested to know if it will turn out better than before or if it will be worse, since I haven't done it in quite some time. So these are French silicone, I think they are called. I got these in my Beatles polygel kit, so I wanted to try it out on the nails. I wanted to do some French nails, and this was my first time using these type of silicone to do French nails. I've never done it before, so I'm just going to be placing the silicone inside of the nail. And there was a piece of plastic that needed to be peeled off. I thought it would stick, but it's not sticky at all. It's just another plastic that needed to be peeled off. So this silicone is not sticky at all. So I'm just going to be measuring the dual form to my nail, because there are numberings on the dual forms. So I'm measuring it to see where I want the silicone French to be, so that the French isn't too high or too low on the nail. And this silicone was not staying on my nail, which was very frustrating. So I am using the sip solution provided. So I'm just pouring some into my dampen dish, and I'm going to be starting the nail. I am using white polygel, so I placed a bit of the white polygel at the tip area, and I'm just distributing that to create the French. The silicone French was not staying on the nail. After a while it just kept slipping off, and that was very difficult to keep managing that and making sure that I do a good job in applying the white polygel at the tip area. So it was a bit of back and forth with this. So as you can see, the silicone was not trying to stay on the dual form, so I had to remove it, and I am just freestyling right here, trying to get the French smile line to be crisp as possible. And when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. So this polygel kit is good, I like it. However, I have gotten a lot more in a polygel kit that was almost the same amount. I didn't even get the nail clips that they use to hold dual forms in place. No glitters, no rhinestones, and I got a 6 watts nail lamp, and the box was pretty basic. So this wasn't my favorite polygel kit that I've gotten, especially for the price of $20. I could have gotten another polygel kit that is worth something because it would have a lot more items in it. That's just my opinion on it. You get the basic, which is really good, but there could have been more, you know. But the polygels were really good. I didn't get a chance to test out the clear polygel, but I will be doing another nail set using this polygel kit, so I would try to use the clear polygel so that I can test it out. But the other polygels were really good. I liked the glitter polygel. That was such a pretty glitter. The brand is an okay brand, but I just wanted more stuff in my kit, you know. So on to the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing the same thing. On the thumbnail, the silicone stuck to the thumbnail, so I was able to achieve a proper French nail. That was the only nail it actually stuck to and was able to achieve a proper French nail. The others were so much headache, so that's why I liked the thumb way better than the rest. Because of that, the silicone stayed on the nail and I was able to do such a good job on the thumb. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right here, and when I'm satisfied with the French smile line, I would cure this as well for 30 seconds. So I cured the thumbnail for 30 seconds, and now moving back to the pinky nail, this is how it looks. And because it gave me so much trouble, I thought it was not going to look good. So I decided to remove it from the dual form, and I was pleasantly surprised that it looked good. But I wanted to redo it on another nail. I wanted to apply the glitter to the pinky nail instead, because I found that it was so difficult to apply the silicone French to the pinky nail, and I wasn't sure if it was turning out good. And yeah, that was just me thinking about all of these things. So I decided that I would throw away that French smile line and do a full glitter nail on the pinky nail. So that's why I removed it. So moving on to the index nail, I thought the index nail would have been easy to do since it is wider than the pinky nail, but I had my challenges with the index nail as well, because the silicone was not laying flat inside of the dual form. I had to remove it and freestyle with this one again. So I guess it really wasn't the pinky nail's fault, it is the silicone's fault. There is an issue when it comes to applying the silicone to smaller nails. I guess it could only be applied to the thumbnail without any issues. So here I am freestyling the index nail right here, since the silicone couldn't stick inside of the index nail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. So guys, this was too difficult to do, so I'm going to be sticking this back on because I'm going to be using this French. I was not going to use this French because I didn't like how it was looking that much. However, when I did the thumb came out okay, but the index nail, my goodness, it was too much. It wasn't looking good, and it was just stressful because the silicone French thing was just falling out, and it was just stressing me out. So I cannot do that again. So I'm going to be using this French that I wanted to discard of. So it's not sticking back on, unfortunately. So what I have to do is apply some base coat so that it could stick. So that's what I'm going to be doing so that it could stick, and I would just continue on doing whatever. So yeah, that's a cool nail hack. I hope it works. I'm not sure if it would work, but I think it would work. Come on, it's base coat. Base coat sticks everything. So I cure this for 60 seconds or 30 seconds. And this is the index nail. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not giving, okay? The thumbnail is the only nail that came out decent, and the silicone is still on the thumbnail. That's the only nail that came out decent. The silicone was not sticking to the rest of the nails like it was on the thumbnail. I don't know why. The thumbnail is always the easiest nail to do anyway. You never really have much issues when it comes to the thumbnail, but those other nails, just a lot of stress. So yeah. Okay guys, this is the pinky nail, and it's not coming off easily, so yeah, that's great. Now I'm going to be using this nude. Oh, before using the nude, I have to apply my own peel off base coat. I usually do 2 layers, one layer on the whole nail and the second layer on 3/4 of the nail. I don't go to the cuticle area with the second layer, so I'm going to be doing that off camera. Now I'm applying gel base coat to all of the nails, and I cure for 30 seconds. I forgot to apply my sunscreen to my hand, so I'm just doing that right now. Since it is going to be in the lamp often during this video, I want to protect my skin. Now starting on the pinky nail, I'm going to be applying the nude polygel to the nail bed area, and I'm just going to be distributing that at the nail bed area, making sure to cover the whole nail bed, and make sure to turn the nail tip over just to make sure that the nail looks good and you haven't missed any spaces. And also you have to ensure that the cuticle line of this dual form is thin. You don't want it to be too thick. So when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would place the dual form on the pinky nail, apply some pressure, then I would clean around the cuticle area and the underside of the nail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. And this is how it looks. Now onto the ring nail, I'm going to be applying the nude polygel on the whole nail. So I just place a large bead of the nude polygel inside of the dual form, and then I evenly distribute that. I think I applied a bit too much, since the cuticle area of this dual form needs to be a little thinner, and also the tip area needs to be a little thinner. Most of the polygel needs to be in the middle where the apex is supposed to be. So that's why I'm trying to remove some of the polygel right here, especially from the cuticle area, and making sure that I can fit my nail inside of this dual form. So when I'm satisfied, I would apply the dual form to my ring nail, apply some pressure, and then clean around the cuticle area and the underside of the nail. This was a bit challenging to do because I needed to clean the underside of the nail and smoothen the polygel at the underside of the nail. A nail clip would have been efficient in doing that. However, this polygel kit didn't have any nail clips and I was looking for one but I couldn't find it, so unfortunately I couldn't do anything about it. Also, the bristles on this brush is getting a bit thick, and this is the only time I've used the brush since it is a new brush that I got with the kit. So this looks like a 1 or maybe 2 time use. So I cured that for 30 seconds. Now onto the middle nail, I'm using this beautiful glitter polygel. So I just placed a bead of the glitter polygel inside of the dual form and I'm just evenly distributing that. And by the way, I did not use the 6 watts nail lamp that was included in this kit. I used my 48 watt nail lamp since I don't like to keep my hand in a nail lamp for too long. I didn't want to use the 6 watts, which is a weaker nail lamp, so it would take a longer time to cure any of the polygels. Now I just applied the nail tip to my nail and applied some pressure to it in order for the dual form to adhere. And when I applied pressure, the glitters separated a bit and created a very translucent glitter, so it really wasn't as opaque as it was looking in the dual form. And I also had to clean around the cuticle area and the underside of this nail, and it was a tad bit messy to do. And yeah, the only thing I didn't like is how translucent it looked. And I really didn't like the curve of this dual form, so I cured that for 30 seconds. Now on to the index nail. I'm going to be applying the nude polygel to the nail bed area, and I evenly distribute that at the nail bed area, making sure to get all of the spaces. And then when I'm ready, I would apply the nail tip to my index nail, apply some pressure, and then I will clean around the cuticle area and the underside of the nail. Then I would cure for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking so far, and it doesn't look too bad. So on to the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So I'm just going to let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. But if you've just found the video, don't forget to hit the like button below, comment your thoughts on the design, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video. So this is after curing the thumbnail, and I got a bubble in the thumbnail which was really annoying, but I fixed it when I removed the dual forms. And I did cure the thumbnail for 60 seconds. I would recommend between 60 to 120 seconds. So now I am going to be popping off the dual forms, and I thought popping off these dual forms would be easy. This was not easy. So I had to use some tweezers to pry it off of the nail, and then it was easy. But popping these off, no way. So yes, do you guys see the hole on the thumbnail? So this is how the nails are looking. And I'm just going to be filling up that space on the thumbnail with some nude polygel and cure it for 30 seconds. And I'm going over all of the nails, making sure that the whole nail is covered on all of the nails. And if it is not, I would just apply some polygel and make sure to cover the sides, because I wasn't sure if I picked the right size dual forms or not. But some of the nails were actually only one of the nail, which is the index nail. It just needed a little more polygel at the sides of the nail. And do you guys see that curve? Damn, I don't really like it. It looks good, but I don't really like it. So I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now on the middle nail, I did not like how translucent that section of the middle nail was, and it was only in the middle there was really translucent. So I'm applying some of the glitter polygel to that section, and I really wanted the nail to be smooth because I didn't want to file on this nail, on top of this nail. I also didn't want to apply any clear polygel to this nail. So I had a bright idea to place the dual form back on my nail and flatten it so that it would make the nail opaque and also smoothen the nail, so I don't have to file on top of the nail. So I did that and cured for 30 seconds, and this is how it looks. It's smooth. So I missed the tip area of the nail because there was a little drop in the nail because I applied some polygel to one area and I didn't apply it to the tip area. So I'm going to be doing the same thing, just applying some polygel to the tip area. Then I place the dual form on the nail to flatten it, to make it smooth, and I would cure for 30 seconds. And this is how it looks. This nail is really curved. The curve is so dramatic. So yeah, this is how the nails are looking. Now I'm going to be filing the nails. So I applied some slip solution to the nails to remove the tackiness, and then I would file the nails. I'm using my 60/60 grit hand file. I'm not using the hand file provided. So I'm just gonna let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. And this is after filing of the nails, and I think it looks so good. I was really shocked at how good this looks. I guess dual forms aren't that bad. So now I'm going to be applying my gel top coat to all of the nails, and I would cure for 30 seconds. Then I apply top coat to the underside of the nails and cure for 30 seconds. Now on the ring nail, I'm going to be applying some rhinestone glue to the whole nail. Then I apply a layer of gel top coat again, and before curing that, I'm going to be placing some rhinestones on the ring nail, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. And this is how the nails are looking. And the curve is so dramatic. So now I'm going to be applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. So guys, this Burano's Polygel Kit is a nice kit. It is a basic polygel kit. I wish the packaging was better, because packaging is the first impression you would get of a product, and that is marketing 101, you know. However, this packaging was pretty basic. There wasn't much items in the kit, which I really didn't like. For $20, I expected to see a little more things, such as some rhinestones or some glitters, but there wasn't anything but the basics. And the 6 watts lamp, I didn't use it because it's not strong enough to cure my nails, but I really liked the polygels. They were really nice. I was unable to tell how good the polygels were in terms of building a nail, because I did the dual form method. So I would have to use this polygel kit again just to test it out by building the nail with the polygel. But these nails are really good. I like how it looks. Let me know what you guys think. I really like the French nails. They look so good. If y'all are interested in purchasing this kit, I would recommend it if y'all are looking for just another polygel kit. But I have other polygel kits that I would highly recommend. I would leave a link to those polygel kits in the description below. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.